Hello folks, and welcome to Baked Reviews, where I get high and review products. I already did this once, and I didn't realize that the audio didn't record, so we're doing it again. And what is it that we're reviewing? The Steam Deck. 512GB LCD Steam Deck. Now, the thing about this is that... Stop that. Alright, yeah, okay. The thing about this is that I got mine for sale. For a song, I mean. I got mine on sale. It was like, God, it was less expensive than the 512 gig OLED version by a bit. So, and I thought, what the hell? I deserve it. So I bought it. I mean, I'm kind of glad that it came out that way, and that they still had the thing in the books that, the LCD ones, I mean. The LCD versions, I mean, they still have, they don't anymore. The LCD versions are all sold out now. I got one of the last 512s, actually, yeah. Because, I mean, it's a 7-inch screen, man. This is like a fucking cell phone. Do I really need an OLED screen? No, I don't. I need a screen that works, and, it's a nice screen. It's a very sharp screen. Yeah. Oh, you can't really tell this way, but there it's a very sharp screen though. The display is great. Absolutely fucking love it. The controls are wonderful, and I have tiny little baby hands. Okay, I think I've mentioned this before. It's a little difficult for me sometimes when I'm playing music because of my tiny little baby hands. Because I can't reach certain notes, and I can't move my fingers certain ways. It's just a thing. But another part of that doesn't really come up because, well, I'm usually just talking about playing music, is that a lot of things just don't fit my hands, but this actually does. This fits quite well. And something I didn't realize, I probably should have read more about the specs than I did, but as soon as I saw it, I wanted it, and that's all there was to it. Eventually I was going to get it, and I did, but I didn't know that there was going to be two extra buttons on the back. There, you see this one, and these two. Two extra buttons on the back. I don't even know what the fuck I'm going to do with that. Well, I'll probably get used to it, and then it'll be like, with my two extra mouse buttons that I can no longer live without, but didn't even know people did until like a couple years ago. So, there is that. As far as running, she runs great. This fucker runs great. My big test is always going to be Cyberpunk, because that's my favorite game. And it plays fantastic. It's very responsive. There's few glitches in terms of like graphic display. It works really well. The controls are really nice. They feel very nice in my hands. I feel like I've got a pretty good grip on this thing. The game's okay. So that is one place where I do have a little bit of an issue. The only place I have a bit of an issue is that not all games are functional on the Steam Deck. So, I mean, shit happens, I guess. But, the games that are functional are great. It's kind of a pain in the ass, because there are some games, like, especially not from Steam, like my Epic games, that I would love to put on this and to take it with me. That way when I'm sitting at the doctor's office, or a waiting room at the DMV, yeah, right, I don't drive. I can't. I'm blind. Anyway, or whatever. I have something to keep me entertained. Or shit, even while I'm like here installing something on my computer, or otherwise using it for something else. This keeps me entertained now. But anyways, that's the only problem, is just that none of my games run, and not everything runs straight out of the box. Now, I like to play with trainers. I love trainers because I do not have a very high tolerance for frustration. I really don't. At this point, I just, I don't know. Over the past almost 40 years, something, probably a combination of everything, has worn my patience down to a nub. So, this will help keep me entertained while I'm trying to wait for things to do on my computer, or whatever it is, And anyways, I don't know, I don't really have a lot to say about it, except that it's really fucking great. This is the 512 LCD version. Now the thing is that with this Steam Deck, they don't do that anymore. No more LCD. I'm pretty sure it's now OLED, just OLED. I know they discontinued the 64 gig LCD. That one sold out before this one did. And I know they're discontinuing the 512 LCD, or they have, because that's why I got this one. And anyways, so, yeah, where was I going with that? I was going somewhere with that, I swear to God. I don't know, so I'm just going to talk about the deck a little. Now, when this was, I've wanted a Steam Deck since the Steam Deck was announced. Shit, I've wanted something like this since the fucking Steam Box was announced. Going back that far, if y'all remember that. Yeah. Because it's like the coolest goddamn thing. But, so, it was really, really, well, I got really excited when I saw that, this was going on sale. And I had been given, shit. What? God, I'm losing my mind. I forgot where I was going with that. My train of thought derailed. Well, this is Baked Reviews, and it wouldn't be a baked review if I wasn't baked. So, there is that. But anyways, yeah, I absolutely fucking love this thing. It's great. I love gaming on it. Okay, the screen is small, but, I mean, my eyesight is terrible, and I've got fucking right up against my face anyways, like 2 inches from my nose, because my eyes are bad, so, whatever. So, I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter that much. It would be cool if I could, play VR through it, but I know it doesn't have that capability, or at least doesn't like it very much. I'm wondering if maybe the Steam Deck 2 will. And now we're going to get into the thing that really, got me excited about all this, is that the Steam Deck is basically exactly how I've envisioned William Gibson's cyber decks in, the Sprawl trilogy. Neuromancer, Mona Lisa Overdrive, got another one, Count Zero. Yeah. So, I mean, when I saw this, it was my brain just went, oh! It's a cyber deck! And the rest of me I have to have that, yeah. Oh, yeah. So eventually I wound up getting one, but yeah. This is exactly what I've always thought a cyber deck would look like, except for the screen in the middle. I always figured, because, I don't know, I guess maybe I grew up with, things where the screen was up top, that instead of being there, it would be, up here and maybe pop out or something. I don't know. But, that's the only difference, really. That and it doesn't connect through a BCI, which, a brain-computer interface. And, oh yeah. So, I got this. The big reason, besides it being on sale, was it was a celebration. I was celebrating. I was treating myself. I don't usually splurge on anything frivolous, but I just got my public assistance back, and I got it back with back pay, which I still wasn't expecting. And most of it is squirreled away. In case something like this happens again, I want to be prepared. I don't want to be caught with my pants down again, because, I mean, who wants to go, digging through dumpsters to eat? Not me, and I'm not gonna. So anyways, I did take some of it I took out, and I bought the Steam Deck. And it's great. I absolutely love this thing. This is probably my favorite portable handheld gaming thing ever. Of all time, I mean. I don't know, I guess you could call it the Quest or the Go, but I usually use I don't use my Quest for much except watching videos now. Not Quest, sorry, I don't use my Go for much except watching videos now. And usually when I'm doing shit with my Quest, it's PC VR. But, so those still are kind of tethered to a thing. This is completely untethered to anything. This is just its own thing right off the bat. I don't have any accessories for it, at all. For me, the big thing wasn't accessories, it was the actual device itself. That's always how I've felt, But I do have a really nice case. That's this here. Listen to this. That's a solid shit, dude. I mean, this thing feels really sturdy, real rugged. So, I mean, I feel like I could be fairly confident carrying my Steam Deck around in this. And I do absolutely love this thing, though. I really do. I have to say that this is probably my favorite thing in the world. Right now, at least. I haven't been able to put it down, really. I mean, even doing this was kind of a chore because I mean, while I'm talking about it, I could be playing, which, I mean, I've got it in my hands. Like, that should tell you exactly what I'm thinking. But anyways, yeah. So, this is a pretty decent machine, you know, and I mean, if you're willing to put in the work, you can get a bunch of other non-Steam things to work as well. If you do that, I highly recommend you use a program called Decky. D-E-C-K-Y. Just Google it, I guess. Or maybe, like, at some point I'll add a link to it in the description. To Decky. But, it's like a plugin thing when you download the main program, that Decky, and then through Decky you can download a whole bunch of, plugins. Like, for me, I use trainers. So, you know, I've got a Decky plugin that'll load trainers on most of my games as long as I can find the games. You know, I've got, oh shit. How do I, is it over here? Yeah, here we go. Alright, I'm just gonna, alright, so, what am I doing? Never mind. Alright, here we go. Yeah. So, you know, in Decky you get like a quick launch. There's like, this is the quick launch, so you know, you could go ahead and, it's not gonna be too good, sorry. But to launch like any non-Steam games from there. I still haven't gotten that properly working yet, so I'm still figuring that part out. But yeah. So besides that, we've also got Deck MTP is another one that I'm using, and that lets me connect my deck to my computer and transfer files directly from Tali to, I don't even know what I'm gonna name her yet, to my deck. We'll call her Molly. How about that? Folks, you got to be here as I Christian my deck. Molly, as in Molly Millions from Neuromancer. Yep. There you go. I like that. Okay, so then we've got Cheat Deck, so Molly can run, trainers. So that I can not worry about, like, stats or level grinding or any of that shit. You know, I just have, like, God mode and infinite ammo or whatever. Makes it a lot less annoying for me, because I think I've mentioned before, I have very low tolerance for frustration. Over the years, my patience has just been worn completely down. Oh, right, now I've also got a program called Steam Grid DB, because again, non-Steam games, legitimate or not, aren't really going to have, like, So I use this to download the cover art for the games, and then that way even my non-Steam games have their own little thing, you know. I've also got CSS Loader, and that's another Decky plugin for customization. It lets you like customize your wake screens and your boot screens and all of that. So you have like your choice of videos or whatever else. If you want to mod it to make it look a certain way, the UI, for the deck, then you would use CSS Loader for that. Did I mention Deck MTP? Because that's a file explorer program that lets you explore the files on your deck from your PC. So in my case, I'm exploring Molly's files on Tali. Yep, I'm definitely calling her Molly. Molly Millions. It's my girl right here. All right, and yeah, that works really great. And honestly, like, I talk about having no patience and shit, and now I'm not going to do a thing because I just don't want to dig around. But it's not actually that hard. Yeah, sometimes there's going to be a lot of steps, but it's tedious. It's not hard. It's tedious. And I don't like it. And I have no patience for Linux anyways. You know, I don't... Everything that I want to use runs just fine on Windows, natively on Windows, and that's great. Cool. But this uses a form of Linux. A flavor of... I don't know, Proton? Is that it? I don't know. I don't know shit about Linux, okay? I've played around with it. I don't like it. Like, I set up it for Windows, where everything that I want to use just runs. But, yeah. It's not too bad, though. And... what? Shit. Ooh. Before I installed that. Sprawl. Yeah, I bought a few games, too. I probably shouldn't have. Probably should think about saving my money, but I have it mostly stashed away in case of an emergency. Oh yeah, all about it. As far as games go, it's it's fine, actually. She plays games great, they look fantastic, and I mean, okay, the resolution isn't that great, but I mean, it's a fucking 7-inch screen, folks. You're not gonna notice a fucking difference. At least I don't. It's a 7-inch screen. It's tiny, man. It's a tiny ass screen. It's just fucking tiny. And as you can see, I haven't actually gotten everything. Oh, another program that I would recommend, though I haven't actually gotten it to work yet, just because I don't know. I did something wrong. But anyways, also it's called Lutris, Lutris. That's another Linux program that lets you run not Steam Deck supported games. So your Epic Games library or your other one, GOG. Okay, and anyways, I guess that's just about it for it. This ramble thing. I actually managed to keep myself somewhat on topic this time. Didn't lose it too bad, I don't think. Hey, I'm cool. Like the Bonds. Not really. But, yeah. This thing's fucking great. I have to say, this is great. It looks like a cyberdeck from a science fiction story. Mixed with, God damn it, the Sega Game Gear. Or the Atari Lynx. If you guys remember those. And if you don't, well, yes, I am that old. Jinkies. Anyways, that's it. I'd say that out of the scale of 1 to 10, this definitely does rate an 8.5 to 9.5. The only problem that I really have is just how much of a pain in the ass it is to get my other non-Steam games to work. I mean, shit, even the tiny screen I can deal with, So, yeah, we'll say 8.5 to 9.5 out of 10. Yep, so that's it. This was my Steam Deck, and you've been watching Baked Reviews, where I get high at review shit. Alright, folks, have a pleasant day. Hope you guys have a great weekend, because that's starting tomorrow is Friday, I think, isn't it? And anyways, as always, peace and love, folks. Peace and love.